definitely certain things actually as a Zulu man to do that. We have had actually the good things that we have had a lot of consultation with the government to make sure that a balance is struck in making sure that that is met from the side of the family. So thank you very much. Maybe that's Mashasha, and I can just confirm there's a meeting today to confirm that, because obviously it has just been announced. There's definitely a lot of housekeeping and a lot of gelling the two.
Just one last one from my side. Was there ever a conversation about having knew and lived with Umntwana? Was there ever a consideration?
Yes, definitely the family looked at that, but I suppose that will be taken over in terms of flying in state to the stadium. There was consideration, but the decision was that Umntwana, when of course those plans will be announced in due course. We were very fortunate that we are on hand as the media, but then what will happen is that when he comes home, then there will be a service in the big marquee here, and then he will be here. Then I think people will have a chance the family has decided that the coffin will not be open in terms of people viewing him, but they can pay their respects around the coffin.
But Mr.
Just clarification on the memorial. So the memorial still remains as set. And just secondly, you also mentioned the fact that there won't be any mourners from Thursday. Have there been any provisions made for people? We know that Mangosuthu Buthelezi was loved by when they want to come. Mangosuthu can't come. Are there any arrangements that have been made as to where they can go in a queue? Just to clarify.
You're saying people from South Africa or people from across? We are looking at continental, we're looking at global.
Yes, across.
Yeah, I think clearly then there will be an exception for that, because that is a challenge that is still being addressed in terms of people who want to come. And of course, because I'm sure a lot of us know that Umntwana was always somebody who did not want to dilly-dally or to take time before. There's always been his policy before we bury. So we had to strike that balance between making sure that his wishes are met and of course making sure that we can accommodate even further now, maybe going to what I've just said, with now it being announced as this category, that some of his friends, unfortunately, from across the continent, from abroad, might really be hamstrung in terms of making the arrangements to fly, and of course accommodation in Ulundi. We all know by now, I'm sure you can attest to that, it's a huge problem. So I think that exception will be made, of course, for his very dear friends from across the continent and abroad. I hope that answers you.
Any other question, guys?
Memorial.
Oh, what it is? Yes, I'll hand over to Mkhuleko to handle the memorial service, if you could answer that.
That is it. We would like to confirm that the National Memorial Service for Prince Buthelezi will take place tomorrow at the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi Regional Stadium in Ulundi, in the practice precincts of that stadium from 9 o'clock tomorrow. And all South Africans are invited to come to that. So there is it's an open service, and we are grateful to the family for acceding to our request to have that memorial, and it will take place tomorrow as announced in the communique that we issued yesterday. So it's all systems go, and for the media, the accreditation for that will be collectible from 7 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Ulundi Garden Court Hotel. Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? That was the
Ngokufinqiwe okokuqala ngicela ukubonga izintatheli ezilapha ekhaya, sekuzinsuku silapha ekhaya, sibonge kakhulu ngomsebenzi eziwenzayo ukuba zazise isizwe njengoba umntwana bekuwumholi wesizwe sonke, ukuba saziswe isizwe ukusuka nokuhlala kuze kufike ekubeni umntwana afihle. Okwesibili, sibonge kakhulu bonke ade siqala ngesilo, siqale siye ku President wase South Africa uRamaphosa, siye ku Deputy President uMashatile, siye komongameli ababekhona ngaphambili oMotlanthe noMbeki, abathumele ikhalo zabo besupporta besikhalela. okumqoka ebesifisa ukwenza ngoba ngalo basivele lapha namhlanje manje ekuseni bekubonga ukuba sithokoze kakhulu ngesimemezelo esesenziwe umongameli sokuthi lokufihla komntwana okwaphinda ngene uzohlonishwa ngokuthiwa yicategory 1 umndeni ubona ukuthi noma lokho umntwana bekumfanele nomsebenzi okukholekala ukuthi wenzile empilweni yakhe sibonge kakhulu ukuthi umongameli anqume ukuba akwenze kube leyo category sitheke imidadi yalomsebenzi umncwabo ungumgqibelo mhla zi-16 kuSeptember kulomgqibelo esiyakuwona uyobe use ePrince Mangosuthu Buthelezi Regional Stadium Ondini ngo-9 ekuseni ngomgqibelo mhla ka-16 siyabonga.
Thank you very much, colleagues. I know that some colleagues have just arrived now. We will ask Umntwana Uba to read the statement and we will send you the voice recording of that. Thank you very much, colleagues. And if there's any other further things that need discussed, we are available throughout the day. We will share with you shortly a schedule of arrivals. Mr. Kwala?
Okay, no. Sebengikhumbuza ozakwethu engihleli nabo lapho ukuthi okunye okumqoka kakhulu izathu zokuba kube usuku lolubekiwe.
All right, so we are going to come out of there where we are seeing the Buthelezi family holding that press briefing to update us on really what the family has been working on in terms of making arrangements for the burial, of course, of the Prime Minister of the AmaZulu nation, as well as the President Emeritus of the IFP, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi there, Prince Zuzifa Buthelezi, the son of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, alongside Mkhuleko Hlengwa, briefing the media. So the announcement there, the funeral initially announced to be on Friday, but now we're told by the family the funeral will take place on Saturday instead, that of course being the 16th of September. And tomorrow at the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi Stadium in Ulundi, the memorial service will be taking place from 9 a.m. and it is open to the public. We'll keep you updated as more of those details as well do come forward. Let's move on to other news now, though. The Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg has dismissed with costs former President Jacob Zuma's leave to appeal bid against a ruling of the court that he may not privately prosecute President Cyril Ramaphosa. Excuse me. The full bench of the court previously set aside Zuma's bid against Ramaphosa. The matter really centers around the accusation by Zuma that Ramaphosa is criminally liable as an accessory after the fact for failing to investigate prosecutor Billy Downer for leaking his medical records during his arms deal case. Well, to talk more about this, we are joined in studio by SABC News reporter Kenny Mapanga. Kenny, a good morning to you. I think it really has been such a